everyone knows you as part of the Axis of Evil comedy tour. Things have changed. Obama's taken office. Is there going to be a new version of that kind of a metaphor, but in the peace dimension?
Well, you know, Axis of Evil comedy tour actually it just so happened that we kind of went our separate ways sometime in I believe it was early '08. It's almost 2 years ago. 2 years ago we came here to the Middle East. We did a bunch of shows, and that was really the last few shows we did together. Ever since then, we've worked together here and there. But I started my own solo tour this year in the States. It was called Maz Jobrani, Brown and Friendly. So I've toured all over the U.S. with it. I've toured in Canada with it. I was in Australia with it. And that's the tour right now. It's called Brown and Friendly. And I've got I shot a special that comes out on Showtime in the U.S., not Showtime Arabia, in the U.S. on New Year's Eve.
Sure.
And then the DVD will come out in late January, you know, with a big LA show in late January.
You also got a new character.
Yeah.
Jimmy Vestvood.
Yeah.
Or Jimmy Vestvood.
Jimmy Vestvood, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Jimmy Vestvood is it's based on a script that I've written with my writing partner Amir Ohebsian. We wrote this movie about a guy named Jimmy Vestvood. His name is Jamshid Wahidi, but he's always been obsessed with being an American hero because ever since he was a kid in Iran, his father used to take him to Steve McQueen movies, so he became a big fan of Steve McQueen's. So then now he's living in Westwood with his mother, and he wants to be a private investigator, but he works at a rug store. So he ends up actually telling this American lady that he's a private investigator. She hires him to do some private investigation work for her. She says that her husband's cheating on her. So he goes and follows the husband. And then it turns into this like murder mystery. And basically the tagline, because at the end of the day, Jimmy is kind of naive. So he gets taken for a ride, but in the end of the day, he saves the day. So the tagline for the film is, you don't have to be American to be an American hero. Because he comes around and embraces his own Iranianness, his own foreignness.
Sure.
So yeah, we just shot a short teaser for it that's out on YouTube and on Funny or Die. People can look up Jimmy Vestvood, or they can go to jimmyvestvood.com. Also, Amir is managing our Jimmy has a Facebook page, and it's really funny what Amir's doing with it. So he's a great writer, and we are now in the process of raising funds to actually make the film.
Okay.
We want it to be one of the first films made in the U.S. with a Middle Eastern hero. There hasn't been one,
Sure.
So we'd like to do that.
You've sort of set the trend in comedy. You're an Iranian-born American citizen, but a lot of people now look up to you. I want to ask you a question. Do you know any of our Iranian comedians inside Iran?
You know what? Somebody forwarded me a YouTube clip one time. It looked like it was a comedian out of Iran who would kind of tell some jokes, and he would sing some songs. He would do some like impressions. He would do the different accents from the different, regions of Iran.
His name is Hamid Mahi Sefat.
Is that the guy who's kind of overweight?
No, that guy. His name is Ali Saduqi.
I think that's him, right?
Yeah, we've got two incredibly talented comedians who do tours not only inside Iran but also abroad.
Yeah.
It's Hamid Mahi Sefat
Okay.
and Ali Saduqi.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So these guys have now, you sort of opened up that industry for them to come back, comedy to come back in Iran.
Well, I think
And my
my
question is this: you know, you're an ambassador of laughter
Right.
in the Middle East. Is the culture ready for it?
Well, absolutely. The culture, I mean, it's amazing how all over, I mean, Amman Comedy Festival, second year in a row. We came, with the Axis of Evil Comedy Tour, we came to the Middle East. Ahmed had hooked up some contacts, and we came to the Middle East in late 2007. Showtime.
Yeah, I mean, my Farsi is strong enough, but if I had a show for 50 to 100,000 people in Iran, I would take the time and really get some writers and really spruce it up, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I love, when I do stand-up, once in a while we'll throw in some, Persian words here and there. But I feel that there's a whole, like, you really have to have a command of the language. And I do, I speak it well, but it's like even more. Like Hadi Khorsandi is great. Like, I don't know if you've seen him, but he's great. He knows it so well, and he tells his story the way he tells it. That would be a dream come true to perform in Iran. It would be a dream come true.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for